naughty, naughty, shorty. Baby girl, I'm a girl, I'm a girl. Stand up and say, well, I'm on the way this time. Cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature, it's just that you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. This girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Well, I'm on the way this time. Well, I'm on the way this time. Cool, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature, it's just that you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Well, I'm on the way this time.
It goes around and
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. Just don't stop. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't
Let's get ready to rumble!
It is a good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Widecrest CFR Wacky Tin Top Wednesday. And out here tonight, the boys and girls out there are taking on the Hockenheim ring short layout, as you can see on screen. Joining us tonight, again, Stephanie Piccoli off a 6-hour Le Mans race on the weekend. We've got a newcomer as well. Hamish Cleland has joined us. He's in the TCR. He's running the Audi. A couple of the usuals. Dougie Grandpa Gowan's out here as well, doing some laps, getting a little bit warmed up. Ray Oliver out here as well. Another newcomer, Jacques Swanepoel, jumping on in. It's good to see the TCR field growing substantially. One of our YouTube favourites, Mr. Cameron Hardwick, is out there in the Monster 86. The ever bright and bubbly Sam Katakazunas out there doing his thing as well, getting some laps in under his belt. Just as they're warming up, we can get you their best times on screen so far. I'm going to give you an idea of where the two classes are sitting right now. Looks like we are going to have 9 TCRs and 4 Toyota 86s. So a bad little spread. It should be very competitive around this short layout. For those of you who do know Hockenheim Ring, it is in Germany. Bring up the race info for you guys on screen. So it's 20 km/h winds, an 18-degree ambient temperature, so very comfortable to go racing. So we'll be watching as we get through the night, see how these guys and girls pan out. Now, only exception to the rule tonight, there won't be any safety cars. We have had our race director just happen to have some personal stuff come up, so sadly we don't have our race director for this evening, but that's fine. We'll get around that. There's that picture of young Hamish there on screen with his little driver profile, which is kind of cool to see. There's Stephanie Piccoli there with the light blue wheels on. Surprised she doesn't have any of her teammates out there joining her. They might join in just a few moments. Scotty Rankin on screen, also in the Toyota 86. Loves driving this car. We caught up with Scotty just the other week from Donington, and we had a bit of a chat with him about how it went between races, and I think this circuit really suits Scotty. It's very flowing for these 86s. Nathan Allen there, our resident lawnmower, who, for all the internal jokes there, Nathan's got that because he does a lot of off-tracking. There's a lot of on-the-grass stuff, so we give him a little bit of personal grief over his lawn mowing tactics, so we enjoy that. Buffer on screen now, Andrew Proctor. You know him from Friday nights. He joins me here in the combox for our Formula Fords, and helps me bring that to you guys. Also Glenn Wilkinson from the 19 MX Wraps team there. Really purple and, I won't say white, but it's almost silver. It's yeah, they're getting warmed up as well. And I think Matty King won't be too far away. He was just turning the computer on after a week away. And we all know, you turn a computer off for a week and try and fire it back up and it doesn't like working. So Matty King will be joining us momentarily. It's good to see this field growing. Whether it be in the TCRs or the 86s, it's still good to see it growing and having a lot of fun out there. The likes of the Velocity boys and a couple of SLM boys in Andrew Proctor and Matty Keane when he gets out there, and then you've got the Frog Leap boys. We've got about 4 of them now. It's turning into a little Frog Leap show, this one, with Ray, Kyle, Jacques and Hamish. So to see the boys out there. The Jacques just getting a little loose in the rear coming through 1. Now for some of you guys, this turn 2 is literally right at the end of pit lane, and normally Hockenheim Ring goes up a little further and then kind of tracks back the same sort of direction. So this is a shortened layout, so it should keep these cars very, very close. See Kyle Ridley on screen now. In the number 27 Frog Leap Juice Mobile. So not looking too shabby out there at all. But let us know in the chat if you've got a favourite car or favourite driver. Let us know. Cheer them on. We'll so let us know who your favourite driver or car combination is. We do have a bit of a mix out there, which is kind of cool. Just getting word from Matty King. He's got some major issues going on with his PC, by the look of it. We'll jump on board Dougie Gowan's car here. The lovely new Apex. Is that Apex? Velocity. Velocity SimLab, sorry, my bad. Apex is Stephanie Piccoli. That's who I was thinking of. So Hamish McClelland on screen. Good to see Hamish jumping in with the Frog League boys here and having a crack. Oh, Cameron way off in the distance there. He's going to get boys. He's all over the place. He thought it was the full circuit tonight. Well, that's one way around the corner, I guess. That was kind of one way around the corner. We'll try and jump on the nose cam here with Dougie Gowans. We'll get a bit of a look at the lap before they finish their practice. So this is the last sector. This is standard. This is the normal part of the track. There goes Nathan Allen off to the left, going to mow the grass for us. So this is a standard turn one. Now usually you go straight ahead and up further beyond those witches hats. But this is right into pit lane. You duck a quick right. It bounces back to the right. And you go to the left. Dougie's not going to give us that lap, is he? Alright, we'll switch to Hamish and see if Hamish can finish off the lap for us. We're down here through the nice fast left to right. Braking for the right-hander, getting back on the normal part of the circuit, back into the stadium here. This is all the stadium section. This is all usually single line stuff through here. Very few passing opportunities. One passing opportunity we'll see is just coming up on the next, not this right-hander, but this one down the bottom here. You'll see guys go up the inside, try and make that stick, and then run it out. So Hamish is going to give us the lap there and finish that off for us. So that was a good run. About 30 seconds left on the timer. Boys and girls are doing laps in just over a minute. So it's a very fast lap. Very flowy lap too from... Use a little bit of that inside curb. Run this curb on the left side. All the way down. Flat through there, Hamish. Nice. And Nathan Allen again. Off on the grass. And a nice little run through that back area. There we have it. That is the end of the practice. Now we get the quali. So this is where the boys and girls get to come out and throw their hand at a lap time, and we'll we'll start seeing some of them as they come on out. Dougie Gowans is out. A few of the boys and girls are out, so we'll... has Matty King been able to get in? No, he hasn't. Hasn't been able to make the quali. So he may be starting from the pit lane. Or he may not actually get in tonight. So we'll have to see. As we try and pick them up as they come around. Looks like one of the Frog Leap boys is going to get us underway. The first lap started. But we'll jump on the nose cone of Dougie Gowans and we'll see how it goes in quali. We'll ride with him. Turns it in very early at one, keeps the momentum up. You're all nervous for Cam Tane. Welcome on in. Good to see you in the YouTube chat. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you've had a good week. Jacques is actually the first car going to set the lap. He got an off track on that first lap, so we go back around again. Don't forget it is a 20-minute quali session, so they do have plenty of time to put these laps in. Tuning in, keeping you busy at work. Well, glad to see we can keep you busy, mate. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. But Dougie Gowan just drops a 107.77. That puts him straight on the top. Tyler Sheaf just leading Dougie Gowan through now. So Dougie's getting a little bit of a draft there. Tyler currently sitting P2 with a 108. I'm sure we'll see those times drop down as the tyres come up and the boys get a little more confident. Oh, Tyler's gone deep there. Now we start to see some lap times now. Glenn Wilkinson in the 107.15. A little bit quicker than Dougie Gowans. We did see Jacques at the top during practice there. Let's look how the races are doing, have the commentators. That's because we're not as important, mate. your races are important. The silly muppet behind the cameras and on the microphone, it doesn't matter. Kyle Ridley in the P3 now. Scotty Rankin just to the top there of the 86s, so giving Sam a bit of a run for his money. We'll jump on the roll bar. Let's see if we've got a roll bar. Look at that. Drinking lots of cold water. We'll just see Scotty here put in a nice lap. We'll his inputs. Not a lot of correction. Sam just drops the 109.7 and says, I'll take pole position. Thank you, Scotty. We just returned a bit of serve there. It's funny, they've got a gear lever on the floor, but you never see him use it. Oh, I reckon that'll be that's probably an off track, that one. Scotty just using the downshift there to get the car rotated as well. So it'd be interesting if we jump on board one of the TCRs and find out where, say, Ray Oliver is doing all his stuff. So Ray being in the TCR. We need to do very quick in this car, and actually is P2 currently right now with Glenn Wilkinson on the pole. You see he's flat through here. Breaking about the same spot the 86 was, so there's not really that much difference in the way they get the job done. So rather interesting. Oh, he's just squeezing the last little bit out of it. Can he get the lap finished? Does. Clinton Wilkinson here on a flyer as well. Dougie Gowans to the top with a 106.10. Welcome to the Christmas tree. Oh, Glenn returns with a 106.10. 106.25 for Dougie Gowans. Interesting. Nothing separating third and fourth with the boys from Froglet Juice. Actually, all the Froglet cars are 3, 4, 5 and 6 right now. Tyler Sheaf and Andrew Proctor are back there. Jump on board with Buffer and see what he's up to. Very early braking. Using a lot of momentum to keep the car flowy. So flowing the car just allows him a little bit more pace, but see if he can get into the 106s. Just very late on the throttle, just patience all the way through that last sector. Does he climb up? No, he doesn't. He's actually a little bit slower that last lap. Mr. Buffer, a little bit slower there. Hamish now looking to get a good lap in. 106.55. It's his best lap. He's just come out of the pits, so he hasn't got a lap set yet. The old Cameron, he might have gone to drop the kids off. Might have been a little tense. Well, he has got a number to beat, which is a 13 there by Stephanie Piccoli. In the white Apex livery there. Pagnian imports down the side. And the little powder blue wheels. That's one way to tell the drivers apart. All the Apex guys got the same livery. They've changed their wheels. So that's one little neat way to tell them apart. We'll jump on board with Cameron and see what he's up to. We'll see his inputs and see if he's smooth. Oh, he's gone. Got a little loose there coming off the last corner. Just pushing it a little hard there. The tyre's just not up to temperature, not ready for that yet. That wouldn't surprise me, Tane, honestly. All right, young Tyler Sheaf on screen now. Sporting the orange Velocity Sim Labs driver strip there. And we see, I think it was Dougie Gowans had a blue one. I think Nathan Allen's got a green one, which is kind of ironic because of the internal jokes with mowing all the lawns. So the grass is green, so we looks like he's got that on. Andrew Proctor still just can't seem to manage that, getting under that 107 mark. So he's lost a few tenths in the recent laps. We almost rinse and repeat here, Cameron. Oh! Yep, that's not where you parked the car, mate. The pit entry is on the other side of the road. He's not having a good time of it out there at the moment. Pick up Andrew Proctor as he goes on through. Oh, and he's just caught a little bit of grass there. Well, that... Oh! Well, that isn't going to help the lap time, Buffer. That is certainly not going to help the lap time. There's Cameron again. Almost looked like he was going to take Andrew out. Yeah, I think that's a toe back Buffer. There's Scotty Rankin on screen. Currently sitting P2 in the 86s. But Sam is definitely a class above at the moment with a 109.7 in the 86s, so he's about 4 seconds off the pace of the top TCR guys. So expect to see a little mix up here in the racing tonight. I don't think it's going to be a big spread like we normally see it. Oh, Matty Gerard has just jumped in. He's got the purple on the Velocity Simlabs mobile there. So it's another easy way to tell the drivers apart if you see them on track. As I say, Matty Gerard flying the purple there. And I think we saw Tyler Sheaf was flying the orange. So it's pretty cool that we see the liveries very similar, but just the one main colour changing. Kyle Ridley here on screen, just coming through that fast section back down to the normal part of the... Oh no, that is actually the stadium. He's just coming out of the stadium back up onto the pitch straight. And he puts himself in P2, 106.13. Right there behind him, his teammate with a 106.18. And behind them is their other teammate with 106.21. And then Dougie Gowans in there with a 106.22. And then Jacques Swanepoel with a 106.49. So 0.2 of a second separating the 5th and 6th place drivers. Now we are 14.5 minutes through quali. We're just over 5 minutes before we get the first of our 22-minute races done. Carl trying to press on with another lap. Matty Gerard's on a good one. But Kyle Ridley's got a purple. Comes down into the last double right sector. See if you can get this lap time done. Does he finish the lap off, and does he elevate into P1? No. 0.02 of a second slower that lap. Unbelievable lap time. There's Cameron Hardwick on screen now. He's got a purple and a yellow. more patient on the throttle. There we go. Where is this going to put Cam? Is this going to put him into the range of the top boys? No, we're 10.3. And that's not going to help either. Not much grip and pace out on the green stuff. There's Dougie Grandpa Gowans with the blue driver colour on the Velocity Simlabs car there. So we've got the blue, the orange, the purple. I think it's a green for Nathan Allen. So we'll get a bit of a look at Nathan Allen a bit later on. We'll see that. Jump to our current pole sitter with just over 3.5 minutes to go. Glenn Wilkinson from 19 MX Wraps. Doing a nice job to maintain that 105.93 for his best lap. About 0.2 of a second from Kyle Ridley. And also Ray Oliver, so nothing in it, and it's going to be very different under race pace too. So welcome everybody on the Kick side and also the YouTube side. Hopefully you're enjoying that quali session with just over 2 minutes to go before we hit up the first 20-minute race. Doesn't work. Oh, Matty Keane has just gotten in. Oh, he's going to have one out lap and one flyer. So there's the fearless director, race director, and league director, who's just gotten in. He's also in a TCR, so that gives us 11 TCRs registered for this evening and 4 86s. We switch back to Scotty Rankin here. It looks like he's on a rather quick time. No purples on the tree yet. Probably try to get a fuel number, I would say, for the second race to kind of work out where his stops are going to be. Now Cameron does have that 10.3. Kyle Ridley just off the track there behind Cam, as we saw. We'll see if Cam can get a better lap done here. Glenn Wilkinson's on a green first sector. He's going to come over the line. Does he improve? Not quite. Matty Gerard is on an absolute flyer here. 2 green boxes. Doesn't better his lap. Actually, that was his best lap. 107.05. So there we see Dougie Gowan just letting Matty Gerard through. I think they're going to take their final minute here, or 10 seconds now actually, to just get everything up to speed. Then we'll go over the grid for you and we'll get this first 20-minute race underway. We'll be having a lot of action, I think. Alright, so that's the quad done and dusted. Alrighty. Coming out of spot 1, Glenn Wilkinson for 19 MX Wraps. Beside him is Kyle Ridley from Frog Leap Juiced. Behind them on row 2, Ray Oliver and Jacques Swanepoel, both from Frog Leap Juiced Racing. Back on row 3, Hamish Cleland and Doug Gowans. row 4, Tyler Sheaf and Matty Gerard. And Andrew Proctor rounds out your TCR field there in 9. The pole sitter in the GT86 is Sam Katakazunas with Scott Rankin P2, Cameron Hardwick in 3. And it will be, I believe, Stephanie Piccoli in the P4. Nathan Allen and Matty Keane are going to be off the back row. So we see Matty Keane up the very top right of your screen. We'll get that out of your face. There is the track map. There is the standings, and we will give you the gap, but we won't show that right now. Let's get the track map out of your way. Let's give you full view of these awesome guys and girls as they get ready to go. We are watching the car on the left-hand side of the front row, the Frog Leap Juice car. There we go, look at that field. They're lined up. They've got 15 seconds to go, waiting on Nathan Allen, and he has just gridded that. We are away. Well, there we go, that jumped early. Oh, Glenn and Kyle are off there. But Kyle might redress that. So Kyle might have put his hand up for that. Oh no. Was that? Oh. That was Cameron. Let's have a quick replay of that and see what's happened here. Oh. Nowhere to go by the look of that. That's put Hamish Cleland out in the front with Dougie Gowans chasing. And then it's Jacques Swanepoel and Matty Gerard, Ray Oliver. So there's Frog Leap sandwiches all over the place here right now. A bit of biff and barge there. So we'll have a bit of a replay as to what happened with Kyle. That's not picking us up. Let's go back. I don't think it was a takeout, to be fair. Let's try and get a bit of a... Oh yeah, Kyle just... Bit of whoopsie there. And now I think this is just a concertina because Cam's broken up here. Oh, bang. Oh. Yeah, I think that was all just part of the runoff effect of the turn 1 run wide, but I'm sure they'll get themselves sorted out back out there. So Hamish Cleland does lead the way. I'll give you the track map and the standings. So we can see Scotty Rankin has now also leapfrogged Sam Katakazunas there. And just trying to get back in touch. Oh. That was actually Stephanie Piccoli that went into the back of Cam there, mate. But I think that was all a concertina effect from the previous corner. So I'm sure they'll sort it out. If not, we'll go into the review and we'll look at it later on. And they'll all make their outcome on that. The Sam's now chasing the back of Scotty Rankin. Scotty Rankin was chasing Tyler Sheaf, who is chasing Andrew Proctor. Matty Keane back here. Remember, having done no quali, no practice, he's straight into the race. He's now 6 seconds behind Kyle Ridley. Cameron is back out there again. And doing some mowing of the grass for Nathan Allen right behind him. But Nathan Allen might have just dropped packet there, I'm not sure. So Glenn Wilkinson back on the climb through the pack now. And we'll see if he can get in there. Oh, there was a nice little battle there with Ray and Dougie. Oh, that's ended in a little off track. That allows Andrew Proctor and Tyler Sheaf through. Remember, it's still very early, 4 minutes in. We've still got 15 and a half minutes left in this one. It's Glenn now back on the charge. He's looking at the back of Matty Gerard here, trying to get his way back through. There's Cameron on the inside of the picture. So we know Glenn's fast. We'll just see if he can get his way back through again. Let's jump on his nose cone and have a look. Have a listen and see how the draft plays an effect down here and how he can capitalise on the back of Matty Gerard. Very similar lines through one. He's a little deeper on the brakes than Matty is. Matty's a little earlier. They're coming up on the back of Stephanie Piccoli now. Stephanie just come off a weekend in the supercar at Le Mans. Just gets up on that curb. So we see the Frog Leap boys up the front, followed by Matty Gerard and Glenn Wilkinson. Andrew Proctor's not far back, getting a nice little run up on the back of Stephanie Piccoli. He's now leading Tyler Sheaf, and Dougie Gowan's right there in the blue version Apex, Velocity Sim Labs. We'll get that right one day. So we'll see if they can get around. Looks like Matty Keen's had a bit of a spill here, according to SCK. What's he done? Oh, yep, rotation. And touch the wall. Glenn Wilkinson here is right on the back of Matty Gerard now, nothing in it. It's a tighter line. He's a tighter exit out of that first part into the stadium. We'll have to see if he can capitalise on that a little bit later. Alright, fastest lap at the moment is Hamish. No, sorry, Ray Oliver, 106.38. Glenn just showing the nose. Matty King's had another one, has he? Looks like the car's very broken. Oh, Tyler Sheaf's had one here too. Is that... It's Ray Oliver there. Oh, I don't know. They're getting a little impatient out there. So Glenn has made that move. He has gotten past Matty Gerard. Let's get a bit of a look at that. So he's used the run through one up into two because he can go a little bit deeper under the brakes. Gets that job done nice and easy. Nice pass there to Glenn Wilkinson. So now he's on the charge for Jacques Swanepoel, who's currently just there in front of him. The gap on screen is not far at all. Now they've got 4 seconds to those guys. Scotty Rankin and Sam Katakazunas here are absolutely battling. About half a second separates these two boys. And there's Scotty Rankin right there in front of him. These boys are battling for first and second in the 86s. Sam looks like he can just take a slightly tighter line through one. And he gets a little bit deeper in two. I'll have to see if that translates into slightly more race pace. As it looks like they're getting down to Tyler Sheaf, they are. Sam just doesn't look like he can get that gap back yet, but we'll have to watch that. Because I know Sam's good later race. Andrew Proctor here, chasing down Kyle Ridley. Matty Keen's had another awful spell there. Ray Oliver now chasing down Dougie Gowans. We saw those two boys tangle on the second lap, second lap, something like that. A nice little early one, so back out and on pace. That sounded like a hard hit. No, that actually sounded like an engine blew up. So Glenn is now 3 seconds behind, so he's making time over these boys at the front. The Jacques and Hamish, so you just see them on the screen there, they're just at the bottom. There's nothing in it, so I have to see if Glenn can mount the pressure on. We do have half race distance, so we've got half the race to go. We're looking about 18 laps, 19 laps of the race. And Glenn's still got plenty of time. Dougie Gowan's here all by himself. He's got 8 seconds to Matty Gerard in front and 3.5 to Ray Oliver behind him, who's on screen now. So remember, inverted top 10. So that's going to put Scotty Rankin on the front row, unless he does the pit lane start again. We did see that last week. Scotty didn't want to take the front row, which is fair enough. Very sportsmanlike, so see if he does that again this week, but he is in the top 10. Seeing Glenn Wilkinson now making a lot of time back on Jacques. So if we look back, there's Glenn there. You can just see him in the back. We look to the front, and there's his teammate. Hamish Clellan just out there doing his thing at the front. So young Hamish doing all right. Let's give the young man some airtime. So given the current standings, that will put Hamish in 10th spot for the next race. So we'll see if he can climb his way through the field. Glenn's now just on 3 seconds, so he's got the time. He's still got about 7.5 minutes to catch up here, and I think he just might do it. Looking very good out there. Sam and Scotty are both sharing the same piece of real estate now, so these boys have closed up to just on or just under half a second. Bit of seesawing backwards and forwards. Exchanging sector times, doing a rather nice job, both boys. So jump in the cockpit with Sam and just have a look and see where he's making things a little different. Oh, Scotty flying the curb. We saw that last week too. We saw Scotty getting a lot of air under that car. He must just love having the setup where he can just fly the car off the curbs. It's not for everybody. but it works for his style of driving. We're nice and comfortable coming into the stadium section. Now to the double left, nice and bank corner this on it, pushes you right down to the curb. Then it's a left right, and straight line this a lot and get into the braking zone for the double right-hander. Last sector, there's pit entry on the right, so sweep around, get on the gas, and start the lap all over again. Oh, what has happened there to Sam? That looked all kinds of awkward. Looks like you got on the brakes and the car just bounced. Here's Glenn. P3 right now, chasing the back of Jacques Swanepoel, and he's less than 2.5 seconds away. Seen a lady joining us in the Kick channel. That's the loving wife. Coming and supporting what we do. Oh, that was close. That looked like Stephanie Piccoli just had a moment there. It sure was. Matty Gerard slips on through. The Glen now with 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Does he have the pace? I think he's got the pace. Just can he get there and get around Jacques and Hamish? .105.81 for his best lap. So he does have the fastest lap of the race so far, Glenn Wilkinson. There's bonus points on the line for that as well. So that's an interesting thing for us to point out too. There's bonus points for fastest lap. Oh, I see your monster car parked in the pit lane there, Kev. You were doing some grass work for us, were you? We did see you on the grass a little bit, especially during quali. Oh, but yeah, so there's the pole award. There's the fastest lap bonus points, and then the points for your finishing position. So something to play for. Even if you do get sort of pushed back down, you can still play for fastest laps and things like that. Engine change between races. The other one not up to spec, mate. Need a new engine. Was that you that went pop down the stadium? I think I heard one of the cars go bang down there. But yeah, Sam now trying to get back to Scotty Rankin. Glenn now 2.7 away. Ray Oliver looking to try and get back to Dougie Gowans, and that's Dougie right in front of him. And they're chasing down Matty Gerard, who's a long way up the road now. 6 seconds thereabouts, 5 seconds up the road. So, as it stands, young Tyler Sheaf will be on the front row. Potentially, Scotty Rankin will be there alongside him. So we'll see if Scotty wants to do the switch out and not run from the front row, like we saw last week. But that's going to put young Hamish and Jacques Swanepoel here onto the 9 and 10 position. So boys out there racing hard. That's what we'd like to see. We've got Kyle Ridley now just in his own little window, chasing Ray and trying to run away from Andrew. But I don't think that'll change with just on 2 minutes left. Kyle not having the night he was hoping, I'm guessing. So the battle is still on there with third. And Sam and Scotty. Scotty's just pulling away a little bit now. He's got a nice 2-second gap. And the battle's now raging here with Ray Oliver and Dougie Gowans. And Glenn Wilkinson here in P3, so it's battles all over the field right now. So the next race, remember folks, is 40 minutes. 40-minute reverse top 10, or inverted top 10, sorry. So the white flag is out. We see Barney waving that crazily down there. So Glenn's got 1 lap to try and get it. Not quite sure he can make that happen. Right on board with him. And we'll actually flick to Hamish. He's getting on the back of Sam, so they got through the field. Some of these boys and girls, they got through it. Hamish here gonna press on down through Sam. Oh, not really a passing opportunity, but Hamish, he sends it anyway. So Hamish going to come round. Barney's going to be waving the checkered flag. There's the checkered flag. So Jacques is going to get P2. Glenn in P3. Comes Matty Gerard for P4. Dougie's a little bit far behind him. But he's got Ray Oliver breathing all over him. So you're going to have Dougie Gowans in 5, Ray Oliver 6. Young Tyler Sheaf is going to be 7. That is going to put Andrew Proctor 8. Kyle Ridley in 9, which is going to put him back on the front row. Scotty Rankin is actually going to be in P10 officially. So that will make him the pole sitter should he choose to accept it. So we did see last week he didn't take that option. He did opt to start from pit lane to keep the 86s together and not get in the way of the TCRs. So potentially we could see that again. All right, let's get those results up on screen. Just for you guys and girls at home, there we go. There's the official order. So Scotty Rankin again, sitting in the 10th spot, will gain pole position in the inverted 10. So if Scotty is about and he wants to have a quick chat, or Hamish, jump into the green room, we'll chat to you about those races and see how you fared up. But we'll have to see what goes on with the inverted 10. So while they're on the warm-up phase, we'll have a bit of a look at some of those. I can't actually get those replays. All right, I can't actually get those replays. I was going to have a look at some of the replays from that race, but that's interesting. Who's this? We won't be doing that. Apparently not. Apparently not. So yeah, we can't actually look at them. So sadly, you've got me for the next 10 minutes sitting here with scenic cam on the track. So this is the hairpin. This is the usual part of the circuit that we normally race at. But with the track differences tonight, we won't have that. Let's go and see if we've got anybody in the chat room. If Hamish is there, so is Scotty. Let me just put in the open chat. And, we'll try and get one of the boys in at least to have a chat. If they join, we'll grab a little word with them between races just to try and get a bit of a thing. Okay, Scotty's there. Scotty, mate, you've done it again. You've gone P10 on an inverted grid, mate. Well done. You're making this a habit, mate. I don't know, mate. You're making this a habit, aren't you? Hold on, Scotty. Hold on. All right, we'll try that again. Your comms are coming through.
Okay.
Yeah, so go again. Yeah, you're loving the curbs, obviously. We see you flying the car this week again. Mate, what's going on?
I kept taking more curb, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be a slowdown. There's got to be a slowdown there. I didn't go on. So I was just pushing the. The thing is, the more curb you can take it, so more, it was the same last week. The straighter you can drive the car through the corner, which means you can carry a lot more speed. You can widen the corner up. So it means that I'm turning in a little bit earlier. I'm balancing, and I'm getting back to the throttle. With these cars, it's very actually similar to the Porsche Cup car in the way that they drive curbs. The TCR is a little bit different. You can't use as much throttle, but basically, it's a similar technique as you would use at motocross. You sort of want to prep the suspension by getting back to the throttle before you hit the big bump, because it just settles the suspension. If all your load's up on the front, you're not going to ride through bumps quite well. You need to fly at the front end because it's going to be the first section of the suspension to hit it. So by prepping the suspension, loading up that rear, you really allow the suspension to hit bumps better.
Nice. Now, I know you did it last week, and I know you're going to do it again.
Well, actually, I was thinking about it. Like, what I'll do this time, I actually do want to start because I nailed that start on that first race. I actually nailed it. Sam initially launched. He got rolling a fraction of a second before I did, but I just held the clutch a little bit longer. And I got that second jump. I actually really, really love standing starts and everything. It was the only thing I was ever good at in motocross. I would be the first one to first corner and dead last by the end of the lap.
Well, you're not dead last. I mean, that's one step in the right direction for you, buddy.
But tonight I actually want to have a crack from the front of the field to see what the TCRs do, just shake things up a little bit for them. But as soon as the TCRs are all gone, I'll drop back, and then Sam and I will kick off.
Yeah, right. So you're
have a bit of fun, do something different, you know.
Gonna take it from the front row tonight, mate. You're gonna be right beside young. Was it Tyler?
I swear to God, if you taste Tyler Sheep, I'm gonna. No,
it's Kyle Ridley. It's Kyle Ridley, mate.
Oh, it's even worse. Kyle was getting run off the road at turn 1. I can tell you that much for sure.
We'll have to wait and see how that pans out for you, buddy. But look forward to a good second race. Anything going to change for you tactically wise out there for the second race?
Have some more fun. We've just picked up a new kitten actually this afternoon, and so this one goes out to Little Cinnamon, who's not actually the kitten's name yet, but I've said it in a thank you to Cinnamon for all his help today. That means we have to call the cat Cinnamon, so I'm trying to get the wife to call the cat Cinnamon.
Wow, well, let us see how that goes, eh? We'll see if you get away with that. But what we might do, we might throw you back out there, mate, and we might switch out, bring Hamish in, and have a chat with him as well. So thanks for taking the time to come and chat, buddy.
Yeah, welcome.
See you, bud. All right, we've got Hamish Cleland in here, mate. Welcome to the league and welcome to the first win for yourself, buddy. Welcome, and hopefully that was fun out there for the first 20 minutes.
No, it's good to be here. It's my first ever interview I've ever done on a broadcast, so it's good to be here. And, yeah, good to be racing.
So how was it out there for that first 20 minutes? Are you looking forward to the second part of this, being 40 minutes and a pit stop in there?
Yeah, it should be quite good because I believe it's an invert 10, so I'll be starting 10th, which is not ideal.
It is an inverted 10, so you have got it correct. You will be 10th spot. So how comfortable are you coming through?
That strategy there. But yeah, will be tough.
Are you comfortable coming through? Do you think you got the pace to get through the boys and girls to climb your way back?
There's some quick drivers in here, especially some of the other juiced guys, so it will be tough to get all the way to the top, but around top 5 might be feasible. See how we go.
Well, so you call them top 5, nice. So anything going to change for you strategically wise in the second race? You do anything different? You got a better setup, a different setup, or are you going to just use a bit more curb, less curb, braking, anything like that? Are you going to try and change this time around?
No, I mean, mostly be the same because, I mean, I didn't have much practice before the race, but during the race sort of got my groove in and just try to get as much clear air as possible will be the go. But, yeah, we'll see how we go.
Awesome. Well, buddy, congratulations again on that win. That was quite the drive, and you did a lot of that from the front as well. You didn't really have to chase too much. So, yeah, it's good to see a new driver coming in and putting the results on the board straight away.
No, thank you.
All right.
Before I go, I just want to thank some sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say throw it over.
Yeah, well, of course, we got Juice Energy, Toyo Sim, the Pet Door Company, Eddie's PC Repairs, and FH Creative.
Awesome work. All right, mate. Well, we'll throw you back out there. You got like a minute and a half to get ready for race 2. Hopefully, we can drag you back in here after the end and have another chat with you.
Oh, awesome. We'll see how we go.
Thanks, Hamish.
Thank you.
Good luck, buddy.
Cheers.
All right. So we heard it there. Scotty Rankin is going to take the front row. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to have an 86 on the front row with a whole bunch of TCRs all around him. This will be quite the spectacle. So look forward to this. Hey, Cameron, if you're still in chat, buddy, hopefully we see you with a better race. We do have the cam on you right now. We got the cam on Cam. So does Cam do the Cam things? Give us a good show. Flash your headlights, Cam, if you still got it. He's out there doing his things. If he's got a headlight flasher, he'll crack it. I don't think he does in this car, though. Either that or he's not listening. He's just on a one... Oh, he's trying to fly the curbs. He's heard Scotty say you got to fly the curbs, so he's just nailed that turn 1 curb, and he's hit the grass and gone. Oh, that's not the flashing of the headlights we're talking about, bud, but I'll take it. So, Matty Keane, we didn't see him much in the first race. Had a little bit of a shock car. So good to see him out there now, trying to get some laps in. You know, 109.54, so not a bad lap time. A little bit slow. Scotty Rankin, we just spoke to him. He is going to take the front row and drive this 86 off the front. All right, so let's get the grid for this race. So Scotty Rankin is going to lead in the 86 from the front row. This is going to be fun. Right beside him, Kyle Ridley in the Frog Leap Juiced number 27. Andrew Proctor and Tyler Sheaf off row 2. Ray Oliver, Dougie Gowans, a couple of fast boys off row 3. Matty Gerard, Glenn Wilkinson off row 4. Jacques Vanderpool, Hamish Cleland, our 1-2 off row 5. Sam Katagunis and Stephanie Piccoli are going to take up row 6 there. And Matty King, Cameron Hardwick, and Nathan Allen sadly won't be with us. And they're away already. And Scotty has been swamped by the TCRs. Oh, this is looking rough. Cars everywhere. Who's that? Oh, that was Scotty. He just didn't get the car away. The TCRs just rounded him up. And he just lost it on the marbles. Turn 1 at Hockenheim. Very loose on the outside. Alright, so who are we flicking to? Matty Keane right here in the middle of the screen. The SLM car. Getting into P4 right now with a lot of fast guys right behind him. So Ray Oliver, Hamish Cleland, Glenn Wilkinson, Matty Gerard, all behind him right now. Oh, there goes Matty Gerard. Matty Gerard in the background with a spin. Oh, he's just managed to keep it off the... he's got to wait for these two boys to come around now. We'll get a bit of a look here at what's gone on. Just take that back a little. Who's that? That's the 99. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure them boys will sort that out. That's a little unfortunate. But again, early stages. Early stages. So we see the 3 Frog Leap boys here all line astern, hounding Glenn Wilkinson. Glenn's just getting sandwiched everywhere by Frog Leap cars. The blue and black of the Juiced Energy. Oh, it is on out there. Cameron Hardwick's had a spill as well on that outlap. It's curbed. Oh, he's grabbed a lot of curb. Oh, and Andrew Proctor has had nowhere to go. Oh, unfortunate. All right, Kyle Ridley. He's got Dougie Gowans breathing all over the back of him. Let's jump on board with Dougie Gowans and see if he can make the move as we watch a little bit down the field. Stephanie Piccoli is now on the back of Scotty Rankin as well. There's Stephanie there, Scotty Rankin right in front of her. Scotty chasing Sam, who's all the way up there on screen. Let's go back to Dougie and see if he can get this move done on Kyle Ridley. And Kyle in the Honda tonight. Oh, that's a big lunge. Dougie Gowans, bit of a master in this car. He's won a championship in this very vehicle. Last season, he got a TCR championship under his belt, so he's no slouch when it comes to the TCR. So expect Dougie to be fast, maybe just make a bit of a move. Having a look down the field now, Ray Oliver and Hamish battling there. Glenn and Jacques are battling as well. Oh, that was tight. And poor Glenn, all he's got is Frog Leap cars in front of him. He's just got the Juice Energy boys. Blue and black cars for as far as he can see. Alright, so don't forget, pit stops are going to be a strategy in this one that they can use. Hamish looking at the back of Tyler Sheaf. We'll see if Hamish can get through. Hamish is already up 6 spots from P10 into P4, so he's already on the march forward. Just blowing the car a little nicer. Oh. There's Ray Oliver chasing the back of Hamish Cleland and Tyler Sheaf. So Ray's, again, no slouch in these cars. Very quick. We saw it last week. It was very quick. A lot deeper under brakes. It's really important to try and set up the pass. Work out where you're faster and where you can make the pass count. Dougie Gowans now right on the back of Kyle. He's underneath that rear wing. Oh, he thought about it. Get it in there, Dougie. Have a go. And Matty Gerard back here behind Scotty Rankin. Look, Hamish has gone off track, has he? He must have just scraped at Ray Oliver, now looking really pacey up the inside of his teammate. He's going to get that job done. So Ray Oliver now on the back of Tyler Sheaf. He's going to try and set him up here. He's a little bit faster down the bottom of the circuit. Ray's using a little bit more racetrack just to keep that speed up. Or is he going to send it here? Oh, he does. Sends it nicely up in that corner. So Hamish watching on there will be like, okay, so that's where I need to get him. That's where I need to send it. Flick back to Hamish here and have a look. So you're going to get him into one. Oh, that was close. Into two, into two. Job done. Job done. Tyler looks at his mirrors. He's got another Juice Energy car right behind him. And Glenn Wilkinson is starting to see the blue and black disappear into the sunset, so he doesn't want to give them too much room. Scotty Rankin and Matty Gerard here, pretty much on screen, almost in the same area. Scotty's made a couple of seconds over Sam. Ride with Scotty and see what he can manage. He can try and pull himself together. Matty Keane is in the pit. I don't know if this is tactically, if he's trying to pull an early pit stop, but that's a long way out. Or if Matty Keane is done. We'll keep our eyes on that. There goes Matty Gerard up the inside. Scotty made it pretty easy. Just left the door open. He'll try and get on the back of this though. He'll try and use the draft of Matty Gerard here to get back to Sam. Oh, had Matty Keane just message me. Looks like his pedals are done. So, not good for Mr. Matty Keane. Looks like he's got some hardware failure. Just never good, especially on the sim. Pedals are kind of important, you really need them. Dougie Gowans here on the back of Kyle Ridley making it work. Is he going to get the job done? Dougie, the ever master of the TCR. Just making Kyle Ridley work for it. It's not going to make it easy for young Kyle. Glenn Wilkinson here on the back of Jacques Swanepoel. Oh no, Stephanie. What's happened here? Oh, just rotated. Cam just gives her a little side swat. Nothing too major. And get back on with it. Matty Gerard now looking at the back of Sam Katakazunas. And that looked like... Was that Cameron off the track? No, it wasn't. There was someone else off further down. Too sure. Stephanie and Cam both went off around the same time. We got Ray Oliver now on screen as he's chasing down the back of Dougie Grandpa Gowans. And his teammate Kyle Ridley. Now we see Ray and Kyle always throwing door to door. We'll see if Ray can get there. Who's got the fastest lap right now? Jacques has got the fastest lap with a 106.01. Jacques Swanepoel back here. In the draft of Glenn Wilkinson, he's got the fastest lap of the race. So don't forget, there's still bonus points up for offer. They will have a bonus points for their fastest lap, their pole positions, their finishing position. Oh, Cameron, you're losing half a car, mate. You should be really fast now. You got no weight. I said to Matty Keane, I said, the green room's open. He goes, probably not a good idea. So we're trying to get the big man in here, but he's a little bit hot. Little bit hot under the collar. Dougie Gowans has made the pass. Let's get the replay of that. Where's he done? Oh, Kyle's just lost himself into the stadium. Right in the middle of the stadium. Dougie Gowan says, thank you very much, young fella. I'll take that like I take my nighttime medication. Thank you so much. But Kyle also give it up easy. Kyle will fight back. Kyle will certainly try and fight back as much as he possibly can. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your time. Crank up that audio, give it all the beans you can, right on board for a lap with these TCRs. Get your sights and sounds of Hockenheim and the TCR Challenge. Little bit of contact there. Rubbins racing, boys. Keep it clean, keep it fair. Look who's on the back of this little train now. 3 cars. It's Ray Oliver. Love the sights and sounds of these cars. If we have a look back down the field, Scotty's now only 4 seconds off the back of Sam. We see that gap starting to close down. Scotty's just gone in a little heavy on the rear. Unfortunate for Scotty, that's going to drop him long ways back now. Might be time for a... Oh, I'd say your pit stop window is getting very close. Depends on how much they can fuel save, how far they can push on. So Jacques Swanepoel here on screen. Frog Leap Juice Energy. Currently P6, up 3 spots. Glenn Wilkinson just in front of him with the 1.9 MX wraps. In there in P5, also up 3 spots. Hamish Cleland, our winner from P1, is actually up into P4 right now, up 6 spots. And chasing down his teammate Ray Oliver. You can see the boys right there. That's your podium 1, 2, 3, and there's Scotty Rankin just at the bottom of the picture. There we can see 3 Frog Leap Juice cars, and then there's a 4th one at the top end. Dougie Gowans is no surprise for him to have these boys all around him. See Jacques just... Is that Hamish or was Hamish getting through on Scotty, wasn't it? Yep, Hamish just gets a move done on Scotty. Cam Hardwick there, just doing his thing with a very light car right now. Stephanie Piccoli with Sam Katakazuna. Sam's just put a lap on Stephanie there. It's good to see Stephanie in the league and driving the 86. If there's any other budding female racers out there that want to get involved in the league, I'm sure Stephanie would love the extra company. And it'd be good to see more girls out there tackling these tracks and these boys. It's back on at the front now. It's very close between Dougie Gowans, Ray Oliver, Kyle Ridley, less than a second over these front three. And just under 2 seconds for the front four. Oh, Race sends it up the inside. Dougie Gowans in the final two. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Oh, they got through fine though. Got to be careful though, because that's going to bring Hamish into this as well. Jump on board with Hamish and look at what he's seeing. Dougie trying to get back up the inside of Ray. Oh, they're battling hard. Dougie just take a bit of a reset now and get back in the groove. Oh, who's that? That's Stephanie Piccoli just around on the back end of the stadium section. Just waiting now for Scotty. And she will go. That's young Tyler Sheaf there. Unlucky Steph. But let's get back to this battle pack. Look, Hamish Cleland, here he comes. Here he comes. No team tactics here, no team orders. They are racing hard. We often sometimes see it where team members will back up another driver. But no, these boys are racing hard and fair. It's good to see. Glenn trying to chase these boys down at the front. Jacques has just fallen off the back of Glenn. Tyler Sheaf back there. Scotty Rankin now 16 seconds from Sam. So that spin hasn't helped him at all, sadly. We got a ride to this battle pack, so there comes Hamish into pit lane. So the first of the stoppers. How is this going to play out for him? Will he get back out and in front of some of these other boys? Ride with Kyle. Kyle right on the back of Sam now. Has Hamish pulled a rabbit out of the bag with his pit stop? Let's have a look. When does he release? Where's Kyle Ridley? The leader's there. Hamish is out. What does Kyle do? Does Kyle take that pit stop as well? Looks like Hamish has split it in two sectors. He's gone 50-50. What do the front boys do? Oh, the top three keep on trucking. Sam did drop into the pit though. So that's going to give Scotty a bit of a chance to catch back up. Actually, it's going to give Scotty a chance to get around on him. Sam's still in pit lane, hasn't even stopped for fuel yet. There goes Scotty. Scotty's just gone past. So remember, Scotty was behind, so if he makes up any time with the pit stop, it'll be a bonus. Sam's out with a 14-second stop. So his pit transit time is going to be 43 seconds. So Scotty's got to put at least another 20 seconds this lap on. Unless he takes a short window, Scotty has to take a big slap here on this one, I think. He's got 22 seconds. So that's got to be in his mind. It's a 14-second stop and about a 24-second, 25-second pit lane transit. Here he comes. Can he get a good run in? Let's watch the battle here between Sam and Scotty. So we'll try and pick it up as best we can. Sam's just coming through the stadium. Scotty still hasn't stopped yet. It's a long pit lane. Here comes Sam through the last bit. Last double right. Scotty still, he's just stopped now. Long trudge down pit lane. There goes Sam. We just caught Sam going through there. Scotty's out now, and he's jumped Tyler by the smallest of margins. Glenn Wilkinson and Kyle Ridley just jumped in. So Jacques as well. So we've got Dougie and Ray Oliver still out. Oh, Hamish is in this. And remember, Hamish has already stopped. So this is the double right. And Hamish has already stopped. So if they can jump these three guys in pit lane, that means when Ray and Dougie go in, Hamish will inherit the lead. So Kyle Ridley is out. Glenn's coming out. There's Glenn just gone. There's Kyle up the top there. So this is a big sandwich. Big frog leap sandwich. I don't know how this is going to play out, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So Ray Oliver and Dougie Gowan still need to pit. They still need to have their pit stop. Or have they? No, it looks like they've actually pitted. I didn't see their numbers come up. That was weird. Did they enter? I didn't see them. We must have been watching the other battle. Oh, yeah, no, they did. They pitted on 21. So there you go. We were on the other battle. So we were on the other battle and missed those stops. So Hamish still riding P4 behind his teammate Ray Oliver, who's then behind Dougie Gowans, and then Kyle Ridley. So Kyle Ridley's gotten the benefit here. He's got 2 seconds over Dougie. Sam now with a 14-second gap over Scotty. So that's a battle we'll have to keep our eyes on, is Scotty Rankin and Sam Katakazunas. As we flick down the order, that looks like Cameron has pulled the plug on that one. There's Stephanie Piccoli on screen. Currently P3 in class. Maddie Keen's just out there testing pedals, I think. Might have gotten a fix for them. Glenn now right on the back of these two boys here. So Dougie Gowans has had a... Not sure what's going on there. So Glenn now into P4. Hamish Cleland up into P2. See if something's happened there. Yeah, I don't really see anything in SCK, so I don't know what's happened there. Maybe Dougie missed a gear or missed a brake marker or something like that, but let's say Frog Leap 1, 2, 3 right now with an MX Wraps in P4. Oh, Glenn's looking on the inside and gives Ray Oliver just a little nudge and says, "I'm here, buddy." As we just pick up on the battle, we've got just over 11 minutes left in this feature race. See if Glenn can make this move. We got Dougie Gowans and Jacques Swanepoel right behind both of them. All the fast guys have made their way to the front. It's only a 6-second gap from P6 to the leader. It's all on screen there, you can see it. Send the children off to bed. They're going to miss the end of the race. All the exciting stuff's about to come up. And Dougie Gowans here, just trying to get to the back of Glenn Wilkinson. Glenn's all over the back of Ray Oliver now, so looking very racy after the pit stop. Just showing him the nose. Taking a slightly different line too. It's Hamish there, 3 seconds off Kyle. Kyle is giving, is that Andrew Proctor? It looks like Andrew Proctor is chasing him down now. That's Kyle Ridley giving Andrew a little bit of a hurry along. That'll go down well in the Discords later. Love to see it though. Dougie Gowans now looking at the back of Glenn Wilkinson, trying to see where he can get the pass done. And Glenn's also trying to do the same on Ray Oliver, so racing hard out here at the top of the tree. And Glenn takes a nice early line. There's a difference in their lines. Glenn's very early into the apex of one. Ray's a little bit deeper. As we just watch here, Glenn Wilkinson all over the back of Ray Oliver. Ray's probably not even looking in his mirror. He's probably not even watching it. He's probably just focused on his line right now. Spoken to Ray enough times to know that he won't even see this purple car behind him. You see Ray's just sticking to his line. He's just hitting his markers and getting the job done. So Kyle Ridley has gotten past Andrew Proctor. So Hamish Cleland is now the next one to get to Andrew and try and make that position count. Glenn's gotten the move done on Ray. But it's not over yet. Just see the purple back there. He kind of there and he kind of wasn't, but that's given the front guys a bit of a gap. It's given him a breather with 7.5 minutes left. It's given Hamish and Kyle a bit of a breathing room. Jacques Swanepoel has gotten around Dougie Gallons though. What's happened there? Let's have a look. Little shimmy into 2. Oh, it's a little shimmy. Nothing major. Right at the same time when Glenn and Ray were fighting as well. So, good timing there, boys. One way to make a big replay happen. Again, Glenn looking and trying to get past Ray Oliver. As we look at just over 6 minutes left. The front two are pretty much there to be had. It's theirs to lose right now. Andrew Proctor now just been passed by Hamish. But Ray Oliver still duking it out for third spot. Ray will want it for a frog leap juice 1, 2, 3, and Glenn's going to want to upset that little rhythm. They will jump in Glenn's car. We'll have a look, see what he's up to, see what he's seen, and where he can make up a little bit of time here. Like the gap might have just opened up a little bit now. 0.6 of a second array. 3.8 behind him though, so he's got no challenge from behind right now. Take a breather. Got 5 minutes. Still got 5 minutes. He's just going to do the cool thing, just settle himself back into a groove again. And we'll just see what the differences are. Just a little bit of braking, a little bit of corner entry. Just a little few differences just in the way they get the lap done, but they're still very close on time. As we look down the order, 1:05.70, so the fastest lap so far goes to Glenn. So Glenn with the fastest lap of the race at the moment. By not a very big margin over young Hamish Cleland, 0.06 of a second. If Hamish can try and get in the draft of Kyle, he might just be able to tick that off, but Glenn's still here in the draft of Ray Oliver. He's trying to work that P3 spot away. Matty Gerard here on screen. There's Sam, who's now 10 seconds in front of Scott Rankin. So remember, Scott did take the pole position off the front row with the inverted grid. There's Scotty there with Stephanie Piccoli. Scotty was our pole sitter, but gobbled up into turn 1 and then had those couple of self spins. A bit unfortunate. But it does look like Kyle Ridley. It is Kyle Ridley right on. Oh, and he's just clipped the wall on the outside. Don't want to be doing too much of that, Kyle. So Stephanie Piccoli here with us tonight, fresh off the back of a 6-hour endurance race at Le Mans on the weekend for the Apex and old mate Anzac Le Mans race. She drove the V8 supercar there for about 3 hours. Good to see her back in the 86 and having another drive. Now they're representing the Apex Esports League by herself. Normally she's got a couple of teammates there to ride shotgun with, but not tonight, sadly. Glenn and Ray are just going to come up on the back of her now, and they'll get around Stephanie pretty comfortably. Just let them have their path for the race. Doesn't want to get interfere with it. We jump back to Matty Keane. Looks like he's got the pedals sorted out. Cameron's gone. Andrew's in the pit lane. So Cameron has pulled the pin. So Scotty now 11 seconds off Sam, so it looks like it's going to be a P2 for Scotty now with a minute and a half left in the race. So we'll jump back to our front pack here. Glenn and Ray really pushing hard. Hamish and Kyle now on top of each other as well. And the battle here is for the third spot on the podium. Glenn really quick at the bottom of the circuit into the stadium as we come around this right hand corner. Very quick into the stadium. Hamish now right on the back of Kyle. We'll see if Hamish can make it a double tonight. White flag is out. Barney's got the white flag. 1 lap left to go. See if Hamish can make the move on Kyle. We'll see if Glenn can make the move on Ray. Hamish try and use Sam as a bit of a blocker here. Oh, Sam just pulled to the left and hit the brakes. Nice work. Sam just got out of the way of that. Didn't want to compete with the front two boys. Hamish is all over Kyle. This is going to be interesting. Well, he's got her on the outside. Oh, Hamish going around the outside. He didn't get it done. He's only got 2 corners left to try and do it. 1 corner now, and it's a shootout to the line. Looks like it's going to be Kyle Ridley, Hamish, and it looks like Ray might hang on for P3. Glenn can't get him on that exit. So it is going to be a frog leap juiced 1, 2, 3. That is fantastic racing. The Sam there will bring home the win for the GR86s by 9 seconds over Scotty Rankin in P2. Stephanie Piccoli will round out the podium on our Toyota 86s. Congratulations to Steph on that. Well done. Andrew Proctor is going to get home in P11 overall. Matty Gerard, P8, as we see him come across the line now. There he is. Checkered flag is out. All right, I think that is... I think that is all our races across the line. All right, let's get a bit of a look at your Victor tonight in the feature race is none other than Kyle Ridley. Hamish Cleland going to back up his P1 with a P2 in the feature race, and Ray Oliver going to steal the P3 spot away from Glenn Wilkinson. But that was some very high class driving. Then Jacques Swanepoel for Frog Leap Juiced Racing going to make it a P5 as well. As the boys are going to get their Frog Leap cars together and get the picture done for their team. So congratulations to those boys. But yeah, so Dougie Gowans P6, Tyler Sheaf P7, Matty Gerard P8. So that's all Velocity Simlabs there in 6, 7, 8. Sam Katakazunas in 9, Scotty in P10 outright, Andrew Proctor in 11, Stephanie Piccoli in 12, but third in the GR86, Matty King 13. Cam Hardwick is a DNF with P14, and Nathan Allen didn't actually get any laps turned in the feature. So there you have your Yep, no, they're all gone off the track. So awesome. So hopefully we will have the boys jump into the green room and we can have a chat with them. But we'll just look at the start here again with Scotty to see what happened. He just didn't get it off the line. I just bogged down and that was it. So let's just put it into let's just get the podium into the green room. But we just see the difference in there in the 86s. We just see they don't get off the line as well as the TCRs, and Scotty just got gobbled up into turn one. We see bumping and grinding all the way into turn one. So we've got let's get the all right, well, let's get third place Stephanie Piccoli in. Bring in Stephanie. Welcome. Bring in Stephanie Piccoli, P3 tonight for the GR86. Steph, how was that?
Best there, but no, race 2 is awesome. It's good fun.
It was good fun, yeah. We saw you step out of the way of the guys at the end there, like you didn't want to get involved in some of those. But how are you liking the 86?
Yeah, they're a good car. I have driven the TCR. Oh, out of the two, I don't really know. I may swap it up towards the end of the season. See how we go.
Yeah, right. So we normally see a few of the other Apex boys out there riding shotgun with you. You're a Lone Ranger tonight.
I am tonight, yeah. I don't know what the other guys are doing, actually, if I'm completely honest.
They're probably still recovering from the Le Mans 6 hour on Sunday.
Probably. No, a couple of them are on the stream. One of them was on the stream, as far as I know. So.
Okay, well, I can't see them. They haven't chatted, so yeah. Interesting, interesting.
Right.
But yeah, P3 tonight in the 86, so it's a good result.
Very happy. Yeah, definitely. Very, very happy with that.
Awesome.
Even though there's only 4 of us in the session.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's there's not many in the 86s, and it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's a different beast to drive. It's very very unusual the way it handles the curbs, and just the way it drives is just not like a normal race car, is it?
No, definitely not. No, they're they're good fun though.
So we're just getting a bit of a replay of you and Cam on screen right now, side by side into that
Oh no!
stadium entry. So I've got a feeling someone's going to go there, but that's the
Oh no!
that's the merit. Yeah, that's Cam on the inside.
Don't
So
look at that one.
no, it's all good. Look, good
yeah,
showing out there
I
tonight.
jumped on the brake on the Ripple Strip and off
Oh,
you
no.
went. So.
Yeah, they don't like.
Once you get in a slide, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I was going to say they're very hard to recover the slides in these things.
Definitely are, but they're good fun though. That's all that matters.
Oh, that's all right. As long as you can come out of the night with a big smile on your face, and by the sounds of it, you've got one from ear to ear. So that's what the aim is.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, Buffer in the YouTube chat says she killed me. Oh, Buffer. We'll have to have words with you, my friend. It's no, Seth. Well, it's time for you to tell us who keeps you on the track and bringing you back each week. So shout out the team, the sponsors, all that kind of stuff. Take it away.
Yeah, cool. So Apex Esports League, Pagnian Imports, Next Level Racing, and North Coast Stump Grinding Tree Removal.
Nice. Well, it's a pleasure.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to get you into the Combox finally, get you in having a chat with a decent result.
Definitely.
So,
Thank you.
how long before you think you may switch to the TCR?
Oh, I don't know. How many more races have we got left to go?
Seven?
A couple more.
6, 7?
6, yeah. See how
There's
we
a
go.
long way to go.
There is, yes. I don't know. See how we go.
So there you go. Awesome.
Depends on how far along are the tracks and stuff. I have to have a look.
Okay. So there we have it, folks. You got a hot tip. Depending on the tracks, we might see Steph in the TCR again. So we did see that last season in another league, and TCR was definitely a different beast. But no, congratulations again, Steph. Good to chat with you, and hopefully we'll do it again next week.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's get Sam in here because we can't get Scotty. Hey, Sam, have we got you there, buddy? Looks like Sam is on mute. All right, we'll try again. Sam, have we got you, buddy? Nope. All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there we go, Sam. Now we got you. There we go. How was that, mate?
Oh, I'm out of my cockpit and I'm having a stretch, and that's, I think, the time you yanked me from one channel to another or something. But yeah, that was fun and games, that race tonight. I got to learn how to do the starts, launch the starts much better. Scott just pinned me on lap 1, race 1, and it was a game of chase after that.
Well, if you're listening on the broadcast and you watch it back again, he'll give you a tip during his interview, mate, between races. So he said he just held onto the clutch a little bit and got that second dig at the start. So maybe there's a little something there on the clutch there, mate.
I thought I understood it, but it's never been a case that I need to do it. But now that I've seen Scott go off into the distance, I need to get that knuckled down and practiced and make sure it's very good.
We do know Scotty's a bit of a demon on the start, though, mate.
Towards the front and then giving it away turn 1.
Yeah, no, that's all fun and games, that stuff. But we know Scotty's a bit of a demon on the start, so if he gets him right, he can be a bit of a weapon. But overall,
he did really good tonight.
Yeah, overall, how do you rate your night?
He did really good tonight. I was keeping an eye on his laps, both races, and he was being consistently above my times on average. So I'm kind of glad he did what he did. Race 2, lap 1, turn 1.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah,
made my race a little bit easier tonight. I wasn't pushing so hard.
Well, then he did it later on too. He did it at turn 2 a bit later on. He self-spun again. He just got a little bit of the curb, I think, and the car just didn't like it and just rotated. So, yeah, just made it a bit of a breathing gap for you.
Yeah, I did that. I did that in race 1 on, I think it was lap 13, turn 1. Ate too much curbing and my car got launched sideways and whatever I had climbing back to the back of Scott to try and make a move on him, I just threw it away. I was pretty disappointed in myself. I want to get there, want to edge a little bit closer, and you take too much, and it really costs you.
Yeah, no, we did see that with the couple of the 86ers tonight, yourself included, Scotty as well, and just shows it doesn't matter how fast or how good you are, it's never guaranteed, is it?
Nah, you still got to push, especially when you got competition close by or just ahead. You want to keep going for it, hitting the apexes more perfectly than ever before, and sometimes you just forget that you're in a race and you need to do what you know and not try new things sometimes.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, mate, we're at the point of the evening where you get to shout out all those sponsors and the teams that keep you coming back each week. So take it away.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my team Bushfink Racing, and I'd like to thank the league for putting this together, the broadcast, and you for putting it on as a show, and everyone who shows up, the drivers who come up and make an event of it. Thank you very much. I don't have particular sponsors to speak of, so yeah. Apart from that, yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, Sam, and we'll let you go and celebrate and have a good one. Next week, mate, we'll hopefully get another chat with you.
I don't know where we are next week. Do you know? I have to look it up.
I can tell you where we are. We are at Jerez next week. So brand new circuit, yeah, Jerez. So full circuit next week. Gonna be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to that.
Automatically looking forward to it. Love it.
Yeah, I love that track. That's a really nice track.
Well,
yeah, it sits well with me. Like, some tracks you buy and you're like, yeah, I've got to work on it and improve my lines and what, like some people are just gifted. They're called aliens and they can go anywhere and be fast, and I need to just work on it. But Jerez is a really nice flowing track, so I really like that one.
Yeah, nice. We'll look forward to seeing you quick out there next week then.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Take it easy, buddy. All right. Let's... Well, Discord had an absolute fit then. All right. Well, let's get in Ray Oliver. Mr. Ray Oliver, P3 in the feature, mate. Well done. Good race. How was it out there?
It was worse than being in the jungle, I feel. Like, it was crazy in those first few laps. Like,
Yeah,
there was
more
more hits than Ben-Hur. Like, it was just, I just couldn't believe it.
We did see a bit of contact out there, a little door rubbing and stuff like that. Nothing that was, like, too bad, but... you and Glenn had a nice little battle there throughout the mid-pack and later race there.
Those last 7 odd minutes were just insane. Like, I was having to just look at the mirror and figure out where I was going to place it because I knew he wasn't going to back out. He was just going to send it. And he did try and send it, but I covered it. And then we did come together. But I was also looking at the X limit going, uh-oh. 17's looking a little bit too close.
Well, you just made a liar out of me because I was saying on the broadcast, I've spoken to you a few times, and you'll be eyes forward. You won't even be looking in that mirror, but you just made a liar out of me.
Well, after I had the coming together with Dougie, my tyres went to absolute nowhere, and I had to try and cover Glenn. And I was also making sure the other two at least got away and were covered, but I had no pace. I couldn't get the lateral grip. If I got in and stopped it on the apex and then drove off straight, I was fine. But I didn't have that lateral grip as in coming out of apex because I would just light it up. And I was like, this is not good, especially turn 1, because then you're screwed for turn 2. And but the brakes that Glenn had tonight were just insane. You did well.
Yeah, and it's a good result for Frog Leap Juice as well. Young Hamish in there for a second podium of the night.
Yeah, he's done well for his first night out with us.
Yeah, no, he's done extremely well. So, you want to do the shout-outs, or we're going to let Kyle do them?
I think I'm going to have to do the shout-outs because Kyle's had one of those busy weeks, so I've just got to... I better do the right thing.
You're going to take one for the team, mate.
Yeah, I'll take one. I threw him under the bus last week.
Well, let us know who's keeping you boys out there and doing the things, mate.
I'd like to thank Juice Energy, Toyo Sim, the Pet Door Company, and Eddie's PC Repairs. And a big shout out to the whole team, actually, because the close-knit core little group that we are, we keep pushing each other, and it's showing in the results is that we're attacking each other as more than we're actually attacking anybody else, but we're at least going in there and giving it hell.
Yeah, no, he's doing very well out there, mate. So congratulations again, P3, on that feature. Good battle there with Glenn and a good little movement forward for the team. So well done.
Yeah, not too bad for a night.
We'll see you boys next week at Jerez, mate. Looking forward to that.
Unfortunately, we won't be in for next 2 weeks, so unfortunately, yeah, a few of us won't be making it. So you'll have to do it without us.
No Jerez, no Magna Cores. What?
I know, and Jerez is one of my favourite places. That makes me cry.
Well, you should have told Matty you couldn't have been there, so you could have shifted it. You see, you gotta tell us, mate.
These things happen. You know what schedules are like.
Yeah, no, schedules are hectic, mate. But no, once again, congratulations on P3, mate, and we will catch you when you return back.
No problems. Cheers, dude.
Thanks, Ray. All right, let's bring in Kyle Ridley, P1 in the feature. Kyle, well done, mate. How was that out there tonight?
It was tough. It was really tough. I've got big struggles with I'm very tired, so I big struggles with keeping it on the track. But in that second race, I got my head down and did as many quick laps as I could.
Bit tough. I mean, I reckon I could throw this to the audience tonight, and they'd be saying, "How was it tough? You ran from the front and you won." Just
it always looks a lot easier up in front.
Yeah, it's always easier up front, isn't it? So, what do you just a bit fatigued, mate? Bit under the weather?
Yeah, I've had 2 long days where I had to get up really early and not much sleep. So happy that this race is over and I can head to bed shortly.
Well, we couldn't let you go without saying congratulations and well done on the feature win. Ray's already done the shout-outs, mate, so you don't have to do it. He said he threw you under the bus last week, so you don't have to worry too much about the shout-outs. But we just found out you're not going to be with us for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, unfortunately, we'll be doing Ray and one of his buddies series, so that one... Yeah, unfortunately, because I actually like Magnicore, and I've done that in the TC cars, and I had a lot of fun. So I'll be missing that, but we'll be back in the next week after that.
Yeah, right. So you're going to miss Jerez and Magnicore, so it's a bit of a shame. Ray loves Jerez, and you like Magnicore, so we'll have to.
There you go.
See who rises to the top next week, mate. But no, look, we won't hold you up, mate. You've had a couple of big days. You go and get yourself some rest, and look after that body, because we need to see you back in a couple of weeks fast and ready to go again.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. See you, buddy. All right, folks, that has wrapped up the racing, but we are not done. We're going to chuck to an intermission. We're going to bounce into the steward's room and we go over the race review. So stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, can I ask anyone involved in Frog Leap to mute? So 3/4 of the field. So pretty much and Velocity guys to also mute. We have less than half a dozen voices tonight on this one. This is the one and only one we have to review, guys. So I'm going to play it through a couple of times and then you guys will have the floor. All right, are we ready?
Yeah, take it away.
Yep.
All right, guys. Is there anything else you want to see? Let's hear what you guys have got to say. Andrew, Glenn, Sammy, Steph.
I'm gonna call it a racing incident, and I don't think anyone in particular is at fault.
Can't hear you, Sammy.
I don't think anyone in particular is at fault. So I'm not going to apportion any fault to either driver, although I would suggest, as the driver behind, the vortex of danger is quite high for this kind of situation where the car in front is not watching you; they're watching their apex and they're looking ahead. So it may look like a squeeze, but I don't think it's deliberate, and I don't think it's sudden. So yeah, I'm going to call it as a racing incident.
Any of those who can have a say have a different view on that?
I think
Glenn, Steph.
I would think possibly he would have known he was on the outside. So a little bit of extra racing room could have been left, but he's definitely followed the racing line.
Can we see Ray's telemetry?
No.
Nope.
And we can't see his throttle on the dash?
No.
The cockpit. I just want to know if he lives.
He's well off the throttle. He's got no dash lights or anything.
So yeah, at the moment he's off the racing surface, so he's always going to try and get back onto the racing surface.
And he also jumps off throttle.
It looks like the Hyundai is going to run a straight line.
Yeah, he does get off throttle.
Okay, with that comment there, Glenn, are you calling that a racing incident, or does that mean that you are saying that Ray is off the track? He's outside of track limits, so he's re-entering?
No, because it's not the grass; it's the curb. So it is the normal racing line. He's always going to come back on, similar to me in front, the purple car in front. It just looks like the room isn't there. So yeah, I'd say it's a self-penalising racing incident.
Racing incident. Steffi, Andrew, would you agree? We got 2 racing incidents.
Yeah, we'll go racing.
Yeah, because Ray does lift as well, so he's aware he's there. And he does try and lift so no contact.
Yeah.
I'm going to go racing as well. 2 cars, 1 real estate.
All right, guys, we only have 4 people to vote. And we got 4 for racing incident, so that will conclude that incident. I'll have a chat with you, Maddie, after, because I know you have to go. But that concludes the one and only review that was needed tonight, guys.
Excellent.
Thank
Thanks
you very
guys,
much
for a quick review. Awesome work. All right. Well, there we have it. 1 review, done, dusted, finished. That's it. Easy as that. Easy as you like. And we'll get on to next week. But that's not all from us here at CFR this week. Don't forget Friday night, our Formula Fords. 3 20-minute races. Having a lot of fun there. That seems to be growing in stature. Very popular. So Be sure to tune in here Friday night, 7:15 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for some more live action with myself and Andrew Buffer Proctor in the combox to join me as we cover that on Friday night. From myself and the team here at CFR Racing, we thank you for your patronage and tuning in and watching tonight, and it has been a pleasure to bring this to you. As always, be good to yourself, be good to your fellow racer, and we will see you on Friday night.